Hi guys, and welcome to today's Shakespeare, the Sonnets. Let's get this started with. Alright, today we're doing sonnet number 38. 38. Let's get it started with. How can my muse want subject to invent, while thou dost breathe that poureth into my verse, thine own sweet argument too excellent, for every vulgar paper to rehearse? O give thyself the thanks, if aught in me, will we per usual stand against thy sight. For who so dumb that cannot write to thee, when thou thyself dost give invention light? Be thou the 10th muse 10 times more in worth than those old 9 which rhymers invocate. And he that calls on thee, let him bring forth eternal numbers to outlive long date. If my slight muse do please these curious days, the pain be mine, but thine shall be the praise. First off, how can my muse want subject to invent? That means that how can you want to go ahead and invent some sort of something, while thou dost breathe that pours into my verse, while you are interacting and possibly plagiarizing on my verse. Thine own sweet argument too excellent. With your own little arguments, it's a little too suspiciously great. For every vulgar paper to rehearse, for every literal play, every literal paper to read again. O give thyself the thanks, if aught in me, worthy per usual stand against my sight. However, you are worthy on my standards. For who so dumb that cannot write to thee? It's like a roast, will you say? It's like a roast, you will say. When thou thyself dost give invention light, like you created something and then you suddenly like give it and you make that discovery worldwide. Someone already invented it, however, you make it worldwide, so people think you are the one who created it. Be thou the 10th muse 10 times more in worth. I created something, and then however, you make it more public, so you get 10 times more money than I earned. Then those old 9 with rhymers invocate. Then with those that you have invocated, and he that calls on thee, let him bring forth. And you are the one who goes ahead and says that you're the one who created it. Come up here and say things. Tell them how you discovered it. And he that calls on thee, let him bring forth eternal numbers to outlive long date, to go ahead and figure out things that this will last forever. If my slight muse do please these curious days, the pain be mine, but thine shall be the praise. It's basically a roast, shall I say. So there's this guy who's plagiarized a lot. Like, it's comparing him to you using some literal inventions. The pain be mine, but thine shall be the praise. If my slight muse do please these curious days, the pain be mine, but thine shall be the praise. It's like, wow, that's everything. How can my muse want subject to thee? Like, it's like, how do you want to go ahead? How are you plagiarizing me? You created it. You're the one who made it public. However, now you're just going ahead and you're turning it into a stupid kind of, well, great thing that people typically think you're the one who created it. No, that's not how you do it. The pain be mine, but thine shall be the praise. I will be the cause of all this, but then you will be the one who blamed all this. If something that happened, I won't be told to this. You will be the one who's blamed about it. For who so dumb that cannot write to thee? How are you so dumb that you cannot make up your own stuff? Be thou the 10th muse 10 times more in worth. I made this, however, you made it public, so you made 10 times more money, and all that possibly illegally. And that's it for today. So I hope to see you guys in the next episode, and so until then, sign out, peace, bye bye. How can my muse want subject to invent, while thou dost breathe that pours into my verse, thine own sweet argument too excellent, for every vulgar paper to rehearse? O give thyself the thanks, if aught in me, where we per usual stand against thy sight. For who so dumb that cannot write to thee, when thou thyself dost give invention light? Be thou the 10th muse 10 times more in worth than those old 9 which rhymers invocate. And he that calls on thee, let him bring forth eternal numbers to outlive long date. If my slight muse do please these curious days, the pain be mine, but thine shall be the praise. Roast!